Hi everyone, I'm Florian Puhani. Welcome back to building my 100 kg sandbag. One of the most important ingredients are these heavy-duty trash bags. They're really large, 240 liters, which is unnecessary. But I figure that means they are also the sturdiest. The coffee sack isn't even sand tight, of course. So I need an interior shell. Yeah, about that textile sack. That's even sturdier, but I am afraid it's kind of woven. It's not really sand tight either. So I need both of them. I don't want to happen what happened with the previous model of Sandbag, which had only 60 kg. So obviously I wanted to do something challenging with it. So I grabbed it, cleaned it and overhead pressed it a couple of times. And I crimped my fingers and clawed them into the material, which ripped the trash bag on the inside. And that was game over for the 60 kg sandbag, 61 I think it was. In order to prevent that, I've bought these really cheap fleece blankets. Really thin, but still, I think in combination with the textile bag, sack, whatever, they will protect the interior layer. Okay, if you've seen my last chart, then you know what's in there. You could call it a 100 kg sandbag already, the proto model. Which isn't really feasible, of course. But yeah, let's not beat around the bush. Let's do it. The packaging of the sand is easily ripped open. So I couldn't have just kept it closed anyway. One 25 kg bag. Now, what I'm gonna do next. Okay, the trash bag on its own can take at least 25 kg, that's a good sign. But yeah, the next layer is the blanket. I want to see if how I'm going to apply that. I think it's no use now. I first have to fill up the complete sack. I have to fill up the complete trash bag. I mean, I have to fill up the trash bag with all the sand I have. Not completely full. It won't get completely full, of course. Not even half. Number 2. Yeah, I think I'm still good with wrapping the blanket around it. I have a second blanket in case one is not large enough. We will see. Number 3. I don't like it very much that the sand is so wet. so moist. But at least it is without any toxic substances, or so it says on the bag, on the package. By the way, one of the packages got a small leak on the transport. They are really crappy. I don't know. Here is the last one. And number 4. I don't want to be any air trapped inside, of course. Or at least as little air as possible. You know, if I want to lift something bulky, I know where to turn to. I thought it was as good as the brown one I used last time. Now I can't find the beginning anymore. At least I got plenty of that crappy tape. This technique worked fine last time, so I'm replicating it. I'm sticking to it. Never change what works. Goes for everything in life. Okay, that should do. Oh great, forgot the scissors. Careful not to damage the trash bag. Now, I'll make 2 nozzles, muzzles, trunks, whatever, you know, the long end. A few hours later, I don't have to do that in front of the camera. Never going to buy a no-name duct tape. I don't want to advertise anything here, but yeah, I think you know the brand. I just want to make sure there's no chance I accidentally grab the trash bag itself. Didn't work perfectly, but yeah, we will see. Great. Now I can see where the end is. That's such a huge advantage when it comes to working with duct tape. I'm never going to buy a transparent one again. Translucent, whatever. Doesn't have to be beautiful, nobody's gonna see it. Hopefully. If someone's gonna see it, something has gone wrong. Utterly. Yeah. Anyway, it's an experiment. It's not like I'm doing this every day. Even with the blanket, I'm still feeling hesitant to grab it really hard. But somehow I have to get it into the textile bag. Okay, my biggest concern at the moment is maybe I accidentally killed it already and don't know yet. I don't have another trash bag around, and I think I won't get it into another one because the trash bag, the one I used on the inside, it would rip. You've seen me struggling getting it into the textile bag, but that one is sturdy. The trash bags aren't. So yeah, maybe I should have chosen two of them inside each other right from the start. Whew, that was close. At least it's good for a little mini deadlift. Okay, going to close that one. And by close, I mean really, really close up. really, really tight. And the tedious procedure once again. But at least this time I have something sturdier to grab. I do have larger coffee sacks, by the way, in case this turns out to be too small after all, this one. But you know, I don't need such a huge nozzle or trunk on the outside. Well, maybe for swings, but I doubt I can swing like, you know, kettlebell swing 100 kg. I did it with my 61 kg sandbag in a short, and yeah, it turned out to be yeah, a struggle more than a useful exercise. Needless to say, this is a workout on its own. If you want to rip now, okay? And not later. Okay, this should be enough to close it. Last chance to rip. Like I said, I'm not going to pull it on this end here very often. That's not what I intend to do with it. Anyway, let's finish this. One final test. That was not good. I think I should add another layer. So this end isn't for lifting really. Just now it slipped a bit. Okay, that's all for today. Did you really watch this to the end? Great, then please give the video also a thumbs up and share it if you want to torture one of your friends.